is a Toyota Venza, and I'm going to be showing you how to plug in the Toyota BA4A cable into this vehicle. First thing, open the glove box, get everything out of there, pop this off the side. Then you're going to want to push in on both sides of the glove box, get it to drop down, wiggle it free, get out of the way. There's a black panel on the bottom here. There's some tabs. This one's actually not so hard, you just use your thumbs. So pop these tabs loose. I think there's 4 on this vehicle. There's the 4th one. Alright, just leave it hang by that wire, that's okay. Grab this, pop it off. Now this one here, there is one plastic nut way in the corner here. You just unscrew it some, but it is plastic, so once it's halfway out or so, you can just pull it off. It's like that. Then you can grab on this and pop that free. Alright, so now you're going to want to take out this 10mm bolt. Now you can pull it out some. Alright, so might still be kind of hard to see, but what we're looking for, there it is, those 3 white clips. We're looking for that top one. So we can reach up and push that little release tab on the left side, pull that top clip out. I might need 2 hands, so I'm going to pause it real quick. Okay, I got that clip out of the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and plug that into this end of our cable, and then we will plug this end of our cable back into the vehicle. And go ahead and get that set up real quick for you. Alright, that one's all plugged in there. And then let's see if we can see this one again. So then, yeah, on that top clip, that's our smart box cable plugged in. Once it's all hooked up like that, you'll just plug your smart box OBD cable into this end and then go into programming like normal. Let me show you how to plug in a Toyota 8A BA cable into a Toyota Highlander. You want to start by opening the glove box. Go ahead and take anything out of there. Then on this side, you'll want to remove this arm. Just pops right off the side. Get out of the way. Then you're going to need to squeeze in both sides to drop it down. Alright, you can just get it all the way out of the way if you want. Then we're going to want to look around the corner here. Right there. Those 3 plugs. We want the top one. That's going to be the one we want. So to get it out of there, the best way is to kind of hook one finger around the wire and then use another finger to push down the tab and then push and pull at the same time. And now that we got that loose, we're going to plug in one side of our cable. Alright, we got the cable from the car plugged into the other end of our wire. Now we're going to need to plug this back into the module. It's usually best to pull back a little, but you are going to need 2 hands and kind of hold the plug straight while you're going in there. So it is going to be difficult to show you exactly how to do it, but 2 hands with fingers on top and the bottom to kind of guide it in there straight. Okay, now I got both sides plugged in, and our other wire going into the module back there. It's definitely not super easy to get at, even though it's right there. Pulling out this a little bit to give you space is definitely a good tip. Once you got that hooked up, just plug your SmartBox OBD cable into this OBD end and you'll be ready to program. This is a Toyota Sienna. I'm going to be showing you how to hook up the 8ABA cable to this vehicle for SmartBox. The steps in this video will also be extremely similar to the Lexus NX series, so it's about the same exact thing. First thing to do, open the glove box, make sure there's nothing in it. Pop this off here, just kind of get it out of the way, it just comes right off. Then you're going to want to squeeze in both sides of the glove box to get that to pop down. And usually it just flies off like that when you do. Alright, next, you're going to want to pull this piece off. Just grab underneath it, pull it up. This piece has one little plastic nut right here. You can unscrew it, but it's plastic, so once it starts coming, you kind of just pull it off. And then this piece will just pop right off from there. Next thing here is this bottom black piece. It's held on by, I think, 3 of these little tabs that are supposed to make it easy to just do by hand, but of course they're not. So a flathead makes it a little easier to push down on these tabs, start popping this thing free. Yep. Like I said, they're supposed to be easy to do by hand, but yet you still need a tool. Okay, that's down, comes straight out. Next step, go ahead and get this guy out of the way here. Get a flathead in here. Start popping that out. This doesn't need to come all the way off. If it wants to kind of stay half cocked in there, that's fine too. Then we're going to need to take out this 10mm bolt for sure, and this one also. If you just want to give yourself a little bit extra room for your hand, then it'll pull out a little farther. So I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts out now. Okay, I got those bolts out. Now you kind of just start popping it out a little. So there you go. You don't really need to fully remove it. This is usually going to be enough space for you to get behind there. Alright, so that module with the 3 white vertical clips there, that's what we're looking for. We want the top one. So you're going to want to get 2 hands up there. Usually your left hand will come up from the left side to push in the tab, the release tab on the side, and usually use your right hand to pull the wires out. I could try to do it one-handed here for the video, but in all honesty, that's probably not going to work. So that's it right there, top clip. The release tab is on the left side that you can't see from this angle. And you kind of got to reach up from the bottom to pull that clip out. I don't think I could do it one-handed, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, now I got the clip hanging down that went in the module. So you'll take this clip, snap it into this end of the cable here. I know it's hard to see with the lighting with the female side. And then this side will plug back into the module. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that hooked up real quick for you. Alright, so you see I got our cable plugged into the wire. And then back there, our cable is plugged into the module. Now you'll just take the OBD end of the cable and you'll plug your SmartBox OBD cable into the end here and you'll be ready to program. I'm going to show you how to plug in an 8A/BA cable into a Toyota Tundra. You're going to want to start by removing this panel on the side. Just take a flathead screwdriver, get it under the corner, start popping it free, and it'll just pop right off. Now this module right there with the 3 white clips on it, we're going to want to take out the top clip. That's what we're looking for. You can easily reach back there through the side here, and then you just use your thumb on this locking tab that's on the left side, squeeze that in, and you can pull that right out. Now we're going to want to plug that loose wire into one end of our cable. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Alright, I'm pausing it so I can use 2 hands. Alright, I got that one attached. Now we're going to plug the other loose end back into the module. Alright, now I got it clipped in there. So in the top connector on the Smart ECU, we have the one end of our cable plugged in, and we have the other end plugged into the OE connector. From this point, you just need to plug in the OBD end to your SmartBox and you're ready to program. I'm going to show you how to plug in a Toyota 8A/BA cable into a Toyota Prius. I'm going to start by taking off this panel on the side here. Just get in behind with the flathead, start popping it off. So that the one with 3 vertical white clips in the back corner there, that's the one we're looking for. It will be easier to get our hand up from the bottom. So right to the back right of the trunk switch, there is one screw, one Phillips head screw to remove. So I can go ahead and take that out. Alright, now we got that one out. So we'll pull it down a little bit. And there's going to be another tab right here that you can push in with your finger. Pop it down. One more of those over here. There is another screw here, but this is enough room for you to get your hand up in there. So now you're going to want to bring your hand up from the bottom. Get a hold of this top clip back here. Push in this tab with your thumb. And wiggle it out. Once you have it out, now we can hook up our cable. So we're going to want to plug that loose wire into this end and then this end back into the module. So I'm going to get that started right now because I'm going to need 2 hands. This wire's actually had enough slack for me to pull out the bottom and plug into the cable. So now I'm just going to reach up from the bottom and plug this back into the module. Alright, now I got that back in there. And now you'll just need to plug your SmartBox OBD cable into this OBD connector, and then you'll be ready to program. Here's how to plug in your 8A/BA cable to a Toyota Tacoma. You're going to want to remove this panel right here. You can just get a screwdriver under the corner, start to pop it free. Boom, comes right off. Those white plugs, that's what we're looking for. We want the top one. And there's the tab on the left side that you're going to have to push in. You can either try to reach in through here. It's difficult either way, but you can either reach in through here or you could come up from the bottom. But then you kind of got to twist your hand around a little. Neither of which way is super easy. But you're going to want to get this top clip out first. So you need to push in the tab in and pull it out simultaneously. And honestly, I'm gonna need 2 hands to do it, so I'm gonna need to put the phone down for a second. Alright, now that I got that top plug removed, I'll be plugging it into the one end of the 8ABA cable, and then we'll be plugging the other end into the module. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that real quick here. Alright, when you're plugging this other end in, when you're coming from the side, you try to hold the wire back farther instead of on the clip, so I can get it lined up correctly. See, now it kind of half slid in. Other than that, it's hard to get your hand in there to line it up correctly. Now that it's kind of half slid in, we can just reach in there and push it the rest of the way to click it in. Alright, so now that's plugged into the Smart ECU, and the other OE cable is plugged into the other end of the 8ABA cable. And now you'll just plug in the OBD end into your smart box. We're going to be programming a new smart key to this vehicle using the smart box. First thing we're going to want to do is use the read vehicle data button. You can make up anything you want, just make sure you remember what it was for that vehicle, because you're going to need to select this again for programming. Alright, so now we'll go to program keyless. Yes, we have. Alright, it's usually at the bottom. The last one's the most recent one. Alright, go ahead and make sure we turn it on. 2 clicks of the start button. Everything turns on. Alright, we'll take our original key, hold it up to the button. The vehicle beeped. Alright. And we'll take our new key and hold it up to the button. And it beeped twice. Alright, successful. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it back off. Check our new remote. Alright, there it is. It's working. And we're all done.